Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Thursday, September 28th. We got some important data to go over, so let's jump right into it. And we'll start off with a weekly jobless claim. Sorry about that. Weekly jobless claim. So last week we had 260,000 people apply for unemployment. Forecast for this week was 270,000, and it came in at 272,000. So also keep in mind, we had the two hurricanes, and so a lot of the data we're going to see now are going to see some after effects of that hurricane. So that's including people who aren't able to work, as a result of the hurricanes. Obviously businesses were destroyed and such. So now they need to seek that help to survive until they can get the next job. So last but not least, we got the GDP, or gross domestic product, for the second quarter. This is the final look at it. It's the previous one came in at 3%, and forecast is supposed to have a slight uptick to 3.1, and the final reversion came in at 3.1. So good news. Stock market was kind of liking that, and then you'll kind of see what happened next. So stock market's a little mixed. We have basically the Dow that's only up, I think, and the Nasdaq and S&P are both down right now, and that is due to Atlanta throwing a little bit of a a bucket of water on that GDP number. So 3.1% came in for second quarter, but now they came out with a third quarter projection, or their forecast, of about 2.1. So obviously about full 1% lower. They got excited about that, and then they got reminded, basically, is because with the hurricanes, Harvey and Irma is going to impact the economy, so it's going to slow things down in those two areas, and that's kind of the reminder. So, but right now, as of right now, our year-over-year movement of the economy, where it's about 2.2%. So still pretty anemic here in that flat curve. But the thing that could, of course, yesterday is what could give us that extra boost is that tax cuts. So as you may have seen, Trump's he released his tax plan, tax reform plan, and basically it started out pretty well, and then people start questioning as to, without expanding the deficit, how are we going to pay for that? And basically, so stock market kind of pulled back a little bit yesterday. Today, Gary Kahn came out and said that basically with the expansion of the economy, that would fully pay for the costs of the tax cuts. So that's the plan right there, is the plan for the expansion of the economy, and therefore with that additional revenue, it would cover those other costs associated with it. So I haven't seen the numbers, obviously, but and don't have access to those type of numbers. But maybe it's a possibility. Let's be optimistic, so it'll be a win-win for all. We all have lower taxes, and we get what we need, and hopefully get the economy moving upward trajectory instead of this flat line we've been seeing for, again, almost a decade here. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the bond market. And bond market, again, where we fell below the 100-day moving average. We're in between this very narrow range with the next resistance level here. As you can see, we've been challenging both of those areas here today as a result. So right now we're down about 8 basis points. Not quite yet price change for the worse, but stay tuned. It's looking more like we could see further deterioration, maybe even touch down here at the 200-day moving average at some point, especially if this tax reform gets a hold of things and starts moving forward. That could really start unraveling the bond market and bring us even lower, which would raise rates as a result. So just be cautious here. Here's a look at the Treasury, and as you can see, the Treasury keeps taking a lot of that money. It keeps the yields keeps rising here, and basically this has now risen above the 200-day moving average, which gives us if we break above this 200-day moving average, this becomes a floor, which gives it more room to go upwards, which again would cause rates to go up. So let's keep our fingers crossed. But again, this is a good chance that this could continue going forward, especially with the tax cuts and such. So let's go ahead and that pretty much wraps everything up. Sorry about that. I've been kind of getting through this cold here, and sometimes I get a little off track and kind of distracted with my congestion here. So I apologize I haven't mentioned it before, but yeah, the past week or so I've been kind of dealing with a lot of congestion, getting over a cold here. But you guys, appreciate you guys. If you guys want more updates, just come over to Mike Bjork on Twitter. That's my handle, Mike Bjork, and feel free to stop by there and get updates throughout the day. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.